10 years ago, we Bloodravens destroyed the demon Alker, ending his schemes to rot subsector Aurelia into a festering hellscape. We thought our victory would mark the end of the war for the sector. We were wrong. New demonic incursions relentlessly plagued her planets, Aurelia, Typhon, Calderis, and Meridian. In response, the Imperial Guard, the hammer of the Emperor, was deployed en masse to the sector to secure her, to defend her. Yet the incursions only grew in number, and soon were worsened by insurrection and madness among the Guard's ranks. Now the sector sits helpless, racked by constant, endless, unremitting war. We are Space Marines. We are the Bloodravens. We would act, yet we too are locked in warfare with one another. Azariah Kairos, our chapter master and chief librarian, has declared the heroes of Aurelia to be renegades. Now we are hunted by our own brothers, brothers unaware of the chapter master's secret allegiance to Alker. A corrupt Space Marine chapter master, a militia crippled by disorder and turmoil, demons, renegades, a sector that knows only war. The Imperium has had enough. One solution remains for the sector, a solution with which I am all too familiar. The Ordo Malleus approaches, the Holy Imperial Inquisition. Their colossal ships bear the munitions to perform exterminatus, cleansing every planet of the sector of life, Xenos and human, corrupt and innocent. And in this, our gravest moment of desperation, an old enemy returns, an enemy thought dead. Slain on Cronus and again on Aurelia, Eliphas, the Inheritor, has once again come for the Bloodravens. Supported by the rot, corruption, and malevolence known as the Black Legion, his return could not have come at a worse time.
Splendid work, my brothers. Call off pursuit. Only a handful of loyalists remain. You will bathe this jungle with flame and bury them in the ash.
You will do no such thing.
Really merciful, Lord Eliphas.
No. These are the Bloodravens, finest slaves of the dead Emperor. We owe them much more than a quick death. Come, follow me, brothers. I have an old friend to kill.
Give me a challenge. Do not presume to command me.
Our friend cowers ahead, along with the rest of the doomed Bloodravens. Come, we must fight through enemy scouts to reach our prize.
Idle brother.
There is Brother Kane, incapacitated but not yet killed. Such is the incompetence of the Space Marines. Rise, Kane. Until you die, you serve me.
Chaos Space Marines, eternally eager.
Your failure does not speak well of your abilities, Kane. Offer a prayer to the ruinous powers. Perhaps they will take pity on you.
There. Move.
An ambush! We are finished!
This is a nuisance, Eliphas. One that could have been avoided had we burned this entire region.
Is patience, Neroth. Every kill glorifies the Dark Gods. We must press on.
Do not presume to command me.
Take cover, brothers! As glorious and cursed as we may be, we are not impervious to enemy fire.
A shrine devoted to the Dark Gods. Claim it for the Black Legion, quickly before the Space Marine lapdogs destroy it. It will allow us to summon reinforcements.
We will serve you, and in return...
Though weak and pathetic, heretics have their uses. The ruinous powers find pleasure in their fanatic worship. In combat, however, they are deplorable. Equipping them with more potent war gear while in the field is a small remedy.
Our foes are here.
The enemy has deployed heavy weapons. I would advise flanking the fools to avoid their line of fire. An orc ship. We should investigate the area. Kill any Xenos and take what you need. Their pitiful souls will do little to sate the Chaos Gods, but oh, how they bleed.
It offends me.
A Havoc squad is required here. We will need their suppressing fire to slow and cripple the wretches.
I go.
Yes, I know.
The Blood Ravens would never leave such a shrine unprotected. Prepare for a counterattack!
Who dies today?
Give me a challenge. I summon the powers of chaos.
Kill for the Dark God!
Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Moving to the plants. Moving to cover. Rain fire!
May not last long.
Heavy weapons! Kill them all!
Close in for the kill!
Chaos is my master!
That armor hides only your fear.
Enemy fire! Feel the fires of hate!
The Space Marines have opened the way for us. Let us deal with these worms and be on our way.
Observe, brothers. Observe how Space Marines choose to die, and how little choice they have in the matter. Come, Davian! We have unfinished business.
Yes.
Mine is the will.
Take a firing position!
Away from it!
They will
Cross blades with me if you dare. Chase me and die.
Battle is my art!
I have grown practiced at killing you, Eliphas.
Death is but the beginning, Thule, as you will mark when your soul belongs to chaos.
We can't!
Enemies! With heavy mortars first!
Emperor protect. Let none find us wanting.
Davian, he cannot hear you.
No, he cannot. But I hear you both.
Lord Abaddon, it cannot be you.
And why is that? I am Lord of the Black Legion and War Master of Chaos. It is but child's play for my cabal of sorcerers to project my voice and will to where I desire it. I own you, whelp, and you will not forget our bargain.
Of course, Lord Abaddon. I have not forgotten. Davian Thule lies dead, along with his heroes of Aurelia.
A pittance of what you owe me for claiming your pitiful soul. You will fulfill our bargain, Eliphas. I have sent Neroth to ensure that you do so.
Lord Abaddon, I trust that Neroth will not interfere with my command.
Neroth knows well his place. He will be yours to command until I deem otherwise. There are, however, matters that concern you greatly, Eliphas. Azariah Kyrus has pledged the Blood Ravens in sacrifice to Khorne.
An entire Adeptus Astartes chapter? He must scheme to become a Chaos War Master.
Respectfully, Abaddon, would it not be wise to allow Kyrus to destroy the Blood Ravens himself?
Unacceptable. Who do you presume yourself to make such assumptions? The Blood Ravens are mine, body and soul. Kyrus is not worthy of such claims. No one dares usurp me in the eyes of the Chaos Gods. This makes him a threat to our bargain, and thus to you, Eliphas.
Then I will eliminate Kyrus. First, we must find a way off this wretched rot-blister.
Do not worry yourself so, Eliphas. This matter is a Chaos Sorcerer's speciality. It will be but child's play to find a rift in the warp. I will open it, and we will travel the sector at will. There is one such place, not far from here.
Then summon my plague champion, Varius. We will leave at once.
I have to find another breach in the warp. Regrettably, we must suffer these enemies to reach it.
To all officers and regiments that may be receiving, we're through with Imperial Command. If we have to fight, we're gonna do it for ourselves from now on. You wanna call that defection? Fine. We were dead men anyway. At least the cults promised something in return. This region is ours now. We see anyone within a mile of here, we'll bury them in ordnance. Don't doubt we can either. The regiment's holy armor isn't that particular about the holiness of them that drives it.
Do not presume. Forward to war.
To kill.
Intruders! Oh hell, we've been found. All right, you fiends. I don't care who you are. Feel the might of the Baneblade.
Hark! It is his grunts afield.
Do not presume to.
We lack the tools to deal with this monstrosity properly. We shall fall back for now.
This cover may not be enough. Your blade champion seeks to...
Damnation! We can't get through here. Find another path!
Protect those targeting cogitators. The turrets could go haywire if a cogitator is destroyed.
Destruction is mine to command.
The enemy attacks one of your structures.
Ah, found ya. Demolish our cannon. Open fire!
Ready to kill.
Awake, make a stand!
Get the chaos built!
What do you mean we can't pursue any further? We can't let them get away? They can't escape?
Chaos is moving.
There they are! This is it, you maggots! We'll bury you here!
More enemies!
The madness fades. Yet the whisper paths are clear.
The warp mingles with reality here.
Yes, the boundary between the two is as thin as gossamer. I shall tear a rift into the warp. Nothing will stand between us and the will of the Dark Gods.
Brothers, make ready. Our path now lies open. Let us leave this miserable rock and claim what is ours.
Yes, more destinations now lie open to us by way of the warp.
Attention! All Blood Ravens of Strike Force Omega in the Argus District. The Ascendant fears investigation and pursuit by those who are less enlightened. He wishes to ensure that all traces of his passing on Calderis are eliminated. As such, Argus settlement is to be razed to the ground. Success will ensure his pursuer's trail shall grow cold and his great plans realized.
Although I am loath to aid these weaklings, if there is evidence of Kyros's trail, we must preserve this cesspool. We can always incinerate these wretches after we have gleaned what we need.
Take that Chaos Temple. We shall use it to summon the most terrible of our weapons and the most heinous servants of Chaos.
I am here to...
Sergeant Lysandros, be advised. Enemy forces have been detected inside the settlement.
Do not deviate from your mission. Our priority is to demolish every last structure in this miserable village.
Bring glory to the Dark Gods. Do not presume to comply. Our Havocs have the means to equip las cannons in the field, should we need to obliterate enemy armor.
Sergeant Lysandros, come in. We have come under fire. Our mission has been compromised.
Stay calm, young brothers. I will deploy heavy support. It will arrive in moments and crush these worms.
Like an army of children.
You are too late. The Ascendant will be triumphant.
Our forces seem to have grown in both greatness and number. Neroth, Cain, you pitiful fools need to do better in the eyes of the Dark Gods. Else I will be pleased to leave you behind and bring greater-sized forces in your stead.
Take note of this missive, my lord. All blood is pleasing to the Dark Gods when spilled, no matter its species.
And remember, use those shining bridges, 'cause they's bring good luck. If there's an ambush, be at the supply depot it will. Don't let the enemy reach the supply depot. And protect the trucks. I don't care how many of your kids get smashed. I'm sending some boys ahead to loot and make sure there's no ambush. Send cans and then send boys. All kinds of boys.
Drive slower, you break me bits, he says. And don't forget to drive on the shiny bridges for good luck. Listen up, kids! War boss Smudgeface says there will be fighting ahead, and we need to get our gear to the war! So just be sure to get enough trucks past the supply station for the war!
Enemies are not far.
The convoy will not be obliterated just yet. Our forces are not yet adequate, and a better ambush site is required.
There wasn't supposed to be any fighting while we was looting. The trucks are almost here. Ready them shooters, boys. Boss Smashface says we need to keep this way clear for him. Boss, they destroyed those shiny bridges you liked. What? Oh, you better be lying to me, boy, and you better be dead before I get there, 'cause I don't like being lied to. You're out of me way. Looks like I gotta do all the work myself. And when I was done fighting, you're all getting your faces smashed. Here we go, boys. This is where they said the fighting was. This is exciting! Can you feel it, boys?
And the powers of chaos.
Oh! With all that fighting, we lost all our gear! Now it's gonna take a whole day to find all our gear again!
Greenskins! Blah!
The denizens of the warp have whispered to me a small secret. This war band, they are allied with Kairos.
Brothers, we must give praise to Khorne, for the construction of their dark portal is complete. Where Aragast's temple was sundered, we may once again freely coax the beings of the warp into reality. The portal radiates ruinous power. Celebrate as you witness the constructs of lesser beings tainted and laid to waste around it.
It would do us well to crush them here. A fine testament to the fickleness of the dark gods.
Interlopers! Come to witness the glory of the Dark Portal! Draw near, then. Watch as the entropy of the warp claims and cripples flesh and steel. We shall savor your despair.
I do not have time to waste here.
Magnificent, is it not? We have succeeded where even the great Olcair could not. Come closer, approach the portal, gaze directly into the maw of the warp. If you are fortunate, your lives may be snuffed by its entropy, rather than our blades. The portal is under attack! To battle! Under attack! Demons of Khorne, come forth! A feast of skulls and blood awaits you! No! No! Blasphemous wretches! Brothers, after them! Do not let them escape!
They want a battle! They shall have a war! Back to the warp! Kyle.
It appears you may yet redeem yourself, Eliphas. Our campaign of terror has induced tremors in the warp. The rift I created now grants passage to Meridian.
Tell me, Neros, what do you see on Meridian?
I can see renegades, carelessness. I see weakness and the Imperium. A most vile opportunity. A transmission directed to Kairos. Eliphas, we must deploy and wait for a response.
Priority Vox Channel Secundus. Lord Ascendant, I lead the faithful assaulting Capital Spire. I am pleased to report that the Spire's defenders have fallen. They were unprepared for an attack from within. We shall hold the Spire and await your transmission bearing further instructions. Glory to the Ascendant. Glory to Khorne.
Can you divine Kairos' position?
Yes, if we intercept his response. But we will first need to slaughter many to strengthen my vision in the warp.
Neroth, you need but to ask.
Assailants! Push them back! Do not let them gain a foothold on the spire! Pull back that Lehman Russ and regroup! 4th and 17th! I want an assault line of Bane Wolves pressing this position!
Repeat my back!
Enemy attack on the right!
Killed!
The fiends! They've broken our lines! 15th! Open a box with air support and stand by. If they encroach the HQ, I want the sky to fall on them!
Command us.
Here it is. An incoming Vox, as expected. Now, Caius, reveal your location to me.
Priority Vox Channel Secondus. This is the Ascendant, Azariah Kairos. Marvelously done, Sergeant. Your slaughter of your own brothers in arms shall bring much favor from Khorne. Without its center of administration, Meridian is as helpless as a babe set upon by wolves. Remain stationed there and repel any invaders. Your reward for your faith shall be forthcoming. Skulls to Khorne.
Help us, Lord God.
Kairos does not yet know that I have descended upon his followers. Neroth, where did the message originate from?
It came from Typhon. For 10,000 years, I have awaited a worthy offering to the Dark Gods. The Blood Raven's very chapter master would make a fitting tribute.
Oh, but the tribute will be mine, sorcerer. Remember who it is you serve.
You both serve me, and that will not be forgotten. How you do so is entirely of your choosing. But fail me, and your choices will narrow to how loudly you scream for the rest of eternity.
Lord Abaddon, victory is within my grasp. I have intercepted a message from Kairos. He is on Typhon.
Go then to Typhon, and witness yourselves how Kairos will destroy the Blood Ravens.
Kairos is but one man.
As are you.
We found the power stations, boss. Should give us the juice we need to finish her up. And why is you here telling me about it? I told you to find them and to guard them. Even if the humans don't come to take them back, someone else might come nick them. We're supposed to just sit on them power nodes and hope a scrap comes to us? Where's the fun in that? We only needs them nodes long enough to finish building Daisy. That is when the fun begins.
Thieves lack the virtue that the Dark Gods find so pleasing to crush, yet their spoils may still benefit us.
Oh, what have we here? Boss, looks like a fire came to us after all. What? Well, keep them off the power nodes. Daisy ain't ready yet.
Millennia pass, but orc slaying remains an unchanging pleasure. One more offering for the Dark.
Oi! Who do you think you is, stealing what we done rightfully stowed? Boys, get in there and take that node back. You boys ain't got that node back yet? Fine, clear off. We just used the juice from the others to finish up. Boss, they got another power node. Oh, well, that's just Greedy, that is! Oh, I'm sending in the big dagger to take it back!
Moving.
What? We still ain't got the power now back? Boys, leg it back to Daisy, sharpish! Kick these thieving magpies off the last node! You want something stomped around here? You gotta stomp it yourself! Time to meet Daisy!
Orcs, an infection in their own right.
Whoa! Crush them under the death roller!
Orcs, race.
Boss, the needle is pointing in the red! That ain't good! Course it's good, you squealing runt! Red goes faster! Whoa! Crush 'em under the death roller! Boss! I think we just hit something we wasn't supposed to hit! That's crazy talk! There's nothing Daisy ain't supposed to hit! Yeah! Oh, me only regret is exploding! Yeah!
I can sense the psychic power is ahead. Better still, Kairos is alone. Soon this place will succumb to the twisted powers of chaos.
You are certain Kairos is alone, and this is not a trap?
Do not doubt my abilities, Eliphas. I have divined a single powerful source of energy. One that blinds all who look in or out of the warp. Kairos is here, and I detect no other life forms to defend him.
Excellent. I should hardly be surprised that the leader of the wretched Blood Ravens be so thoughtless. Such foolishness will lead to a most disgraceful death. I would have it no other way.
What is this? Nothing was supposed to find us here. Warhost, hold fast! They must not disrupt the Seer Council.
Cover them!
The enemy fears me.
We're awake, make a stand! Always ready! Crush that!
Kairos thinks to hide behind the eldar. This is an amusing distraction. Eldar are far too weak and misguided to slow the advance of the Black Legion. We will burn all that stands before us.
Fresh victims! Still the invaders persist. My kin, we shall strike them before vanishing. Prepare yourselves. As long as the webway gate remains concealed, we may call in help.
Has Kairos promised to reveal their craft world if the Eldar aid him? It matters not. We must press forward.
They call for Wraith Lords through the warp. I suggest we find and destroy their webway gate before long.
Prepare for mass warp jump. I will move the council to safety. Hold back the tide, brothers. Do not let these invaders find the council again.
Cowards. They are right to flee my wrath.
Do not worry, Eliphas. I can feel their despair echoing through the warp. The council is sure to be nearby.
Your small steps.
Fools! You blind, murderous fools!
Too weak to come near more enemies!
I feed their souls to Slanesh.
Supper! One more, Boss Slanesh! I summon the powers of chaos!
their craft world if the eldar aid him. It matters not. We must press forward.
Very good, my brothers. How fortunate I am that your soldiers follow your every enlightened command.
Who is this fool? Who dares interrupt my campaign of terror?
I am Azariah Kairos. You were hoping to find me on Typhon, were you not? But here I am, a voice in your head.
No coward has ever remained hidden from the Black Legion. I will relish in your soul's eternal suffering. The Blood Ravens are weak, as are the rest of you loyalists.
You think me a loyalist? Enlighten me then. Why do you presume that I will kill the Blood Ravens myself? You see, the relentless war in this sector has driven the Inquisition to declare exterminatus. The Eldar's distortion rituals were the only thing delaying the arrival of the Inquisition's ships. When you killed the Council, the warp storms cleared. Now, those very ships are orbiting Typhon.
We have arrived, and it is now that we perform our charge. In fealty of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I declare exterminatus upon the Imperial world of Typhon Primaris. I hereby sign the death warrant of an entire world, and consign 1,000,000 souls to oblivion. May Imperial justice account in all balance. The Emperor protects. Orbital strike! Move from here!
It must be magnificent to see a planet writhe and scream, to feel it convulse beneath your own feet, witness it dying with living eyes. In time, perhaps I may share this gift with every last living soul in the galaxy. Until then...
What is this? You lowly vermin truly think to escape? Ungrateful scum, squandering Lord Kairos' gift of a glorious death! Pay your penance in blood! Blood for the Blood God! Skulls for the Skull Throne! Give small steps, corrupt. None shall escape! None shall escape the sacrifice! The eternal war ends for you this day!
It is human nature to seek culpability in a time of tragedy. It is a sign of strength to cry out against fate, rather than to bow one's head and succumb. Inevitably, many shall fault the hands upon the sword which felled Typhon, the Ordo Malleus. But the Inquisition merely performs the duty of its office. To further fear them is redundant. To hate them, heretical. Those more sensible will place responsibility with those who forced the hands of the Inquisition. With some fortune, they may foster this hatred into purpose. and further ruled their own fate by coming to the Emperor's service. Yet ultimately, it was I who set these events into motion, with a single blow from my hammer, God-Splitter.
Eliphas, you have failed Lord Abaddon, as you have failed Ulker.
It was your information that led us here, Neroth. Pray that I forget this day when my ascension is complete.
I have no need of broken instruments. I will have my cabal of sorcerers extinguish your minds.
Lord Abaddon, Kyrus is a coward and hides among the stars. Grant me 3 final days, and I will relieve the Blood Ravens of their enslavement to the dead Emperor.
Your ignorance is why you failed me before. Do not tempt my wrath.
I will deliver them to eternal suffering in your name. Surely their screams of agony will please the dark gods more than mine ever could.
You are not in a position to bargain, Eliphas. Your word has no value, and your soul already belongs to me. But your fear amuses me. I will grant you 3 more pitiful days. No matter the outcome, your soul cannot escape me, worm.
Let us make for the nearest warp rift. My prize awaits me yet.
Trespassers! Invaders! Hooligans and ne'er-do-wells! Nobody just puts earth in here on this here Space Hulk without me say so! Now piss off, or I'm like to say so to something nasty!
Do not presume to command. Slay the Greenskins!
Ready to only rules for the next. Do you not know when you overstay your welcome? I'm expecting company!
This teleporter of the orcs, it is disrupting the warp here. While it functions, I cannot warp us away.
Knock, knock! Who's there? This! I get it. You've come to steal me teleporter. Well, nothing doing. It took me better than a decade to squeeze the juice out of that thing back there. Should only be another decade or so before I get to zap me out of this bug-infested hellhole!
In place.
Still me.
You should have asked for more time, Eliphas. You do not even know where Kyrus hides. I have searched the world for clues, but I hear nothing beyond the scratching whispers of demons that hunger for your imminent flesh.
Perhaps you should spend less time with your head in the warp, Neroth, and listen to the one you serve. I know precisely where Kyrus hides. He has fled to Cyrene, where the Exterminatus has already come to pass. Now, you will take me there. Pray that you are still within my favor when my ascension is complete.
Your ascension. I will come with you to Cyrene. Then I will return to Lord Abaddon with your broken body, so that he may break your soul.
Brothers and sisters, the human ships have carved large fissures into the world, some deep enough to cleave the buried craft world. We located the Infinity Circuit. The flames reach deep, and every biodome, every soul stone, nothing remains for us here. Order to report to the webway assembly. Once we return to the webway, we will collapse the channel to the craft world, sealing this tomb for eternity.
The despair of the Eldar is delightful. Surely it is a sign that we must go forth and compound it.
You dare violate this tomb, you pathetic, soulless savages! Very well. If you are so eager to hear our cries, I shall shred your mind with the wail of the Banshee. Butcher them! Do not let them near the gates or the assembly!
Cast your eyes upon me and despair! Small steps corrupt.
Protect the webway gates! They lend their power to hasten our escape! Losing one will slow the assembly's departure into the webway!
Face me and die!
Eldar has fallen.
I shall go.
War with us!
Very well. Nibble and scavenge at our bodies, mindless vermin. The Inquisition's ships come for all in this sector. It matters not whether you die by our hand or theirs.
Observe and listen. An opportunity to grow our power has presented itself.
Command Vox again, wanting a report. That's the 4th time this week. We keep giving them dead air, and it won't be long before they decide to stop by. They gotta be wondering who's accepting their munition drops, after all.
They can Vox every minute until doomsday if they please. We will not respond. You have heard the whispers. You'll know Ulk, the will, the voice. We are his now. He is here. Well, they have forsaken us. If anybody wants these munitions, wants this meat, they must take it from us. Course, sir. For all care.
Perimeter breach. Intruders at checkpoint Tertius.
All forces to arms! Gun them down! Bring their flesh to the keep! All care shall feast this eve!
We fight back, them so weak, so vexed.
Yes, little ones, crawl and buzz with delight.
How is it you've allowed the invaders to remain breathing? They walk in the open, begging to be slaughtered! Manticore batteries, vengeance and justice, crush them beneath your rockets!
This man shall feel my gangrenous touch. Am I not magnanimous?
Confirmed. I will snap you like a twig.
Damnation. Hostiles closing on the munitions cache. They must not take it.
Get the chaos! There is no
Feel the glory of necrosis and rejoice! Mortal loves you!
Yes! Yes! Come, unbelievers! All care welcomes all!
triumphant! You wish to honor Lord Nurgle?
then do so from the grave!
Death comes for all! May my flesh fester and rot and give life anew for Nurgle. Ah.
Awaken, mighty and unholy Ulker. Come, join me in my quest to spread death and decay to this sector.
Others have come for power. You come to spread bile and disease to the blood-raven throng. To you, I lend this glorious corpse. It lay you in your quest for decay. May the blood-ravens rot in its wake.
This armor is a sacred relic of the Adeptus Astartes. We shall deliver it to our chapter master. Lord Kyrus now serves the Dark Powers. You now serve the Dark Powers. This corpse god space we stand in is not a sanctified shrine of your chapter. It is a fort to be plundered. And this land raider we have unearthed is not a relic. It is a spoil of war to be defiled and bent to our will.
My lords, come in. Do you read?
What is it, whelp? Why do you interrupt?
Beg your forgiveness, my lord, but we found another one.
Such pretty tanks. I would not mind reducing them to rust and rot. Little Eliphas, I shall aid you in this assault.
Gods have mercy, they're here! Lads, hurry! Get this thing moving! They're gonna slaughter us!
Close and strike!
Do not presume to command me. I will find victims.
Hardly as satisfying as infecting the living, but corrosion and ruin are miracles as well.
Yes. Now I can feel it. The frenzy. The bloodlust that Lord Kyrus spoke of.
Scour.
Yes. I shall grind you all to gristle beneath my treads. Blood for the blood god!
You fight for nothing! You are nothing! Why does any
battle against them? Enter this place and know what
Lord Kyrus gaze upon you. Do not fail him. Blood for the blood god. Firing the bombardment cannons. Die!
we fight back? They're upon me! They hear their first.
The Land Raider is lost. Disengage. Lead the cowards to their doom.
Faithful, enlightened, ambitious brethren. In but a single decade, a few mere swipes of the pendulum, we have gathered a sacrifice to Khorne that will be made legend. Though it was a simpler
I am no stranger to the deaths of planets. Cyrene was my home. Yet when the need was made evident, I did not hesitate to contact the Inquisition. By my hand, Cyrene burned. Cyrene's secrets now live solely with me, and so shall they die with me. Whether I'm victorious or slain, my sins will know retribution. Such is the final testimony of Gabriel Angelos, captain of the Blood Ravens, 3rd Company. Savior of Tartarus, bane of the Black Legion, servant of the Emperor.
These many decades have been an honor, Gabriel. Commend my service to the Emperor.
Emperor, keep you, librarian. I go now to redeem our chapter.
Ever so faithful to that rotten Emperor. Do you not know his soul has been ripped clean centuries ago?
Such are the ways of demons, to lie and mislead us. Destroying it is the only way to avoid its influences.
They think to harm me. So long as my towers of offerings are in place, I am unbeatable. Warriors, protect the offerings. My ascension is not yet complete.
Back to the walk with you!
What was that? This is Gabriel. Warriors of God, to war for his favor. They proclaim themselves righteous, and righteous their skulls most certainly will be. Enemy located.
For the Blood Ravens!
What rare spectacle! Fortune to stumble upon our brother's quarrel. Though it appears I shall never personally meet the great Gabriel Angelos in battle, I shall just have to savor slaughtering his chapter master all the more.
Nothing will stop me, my skulls for the skull!
Do not be so quick to make foolish offers, demon. Aragast once thought I would be an asset to his cause. Look to what has become of him.
Come then, and face me in battle. Your corrupt souls are not as appealing as those of the innocent.
I will dare.
Is ours now.
Cross with me if you dare.
The wind might back. The wind might
Even the mighty demon prince is less menacing when bowing before me.
His grip on this world is weakening. Now is our chance to open a warp rift to tear him from this plane!
Give me, do not banish.
Yes, I have felt your victory, Eliphas.
Shall I remind you that the exterminators across this sector is underway this very moment? How will you address this?
I will do nothing. The exterminatus will run its course. The souls of the Blood Ravens are yours, War Master Abaddon.
Report designate Centauris, Astropath Duct 1129-Theta-1. Priority message to Inquisitor Ed Marius. Message from Adrastia. The exterminatus of Subsector Aurelia is complete. The fleet has already departed. But I fear their task has left us with more. My acolytes have received a distress vox from Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens.